mine.
Hello Aces, what is up and welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial. So this one is going to be the Mikoyan-Gurevich MiG-17. So those of you who are returning from my last tutorial, we did the MiG-15. So basically, the MiG-17 was built because the MiG-15 had a couple flaws. I think it didn't fly fast enough, and it had weak cannons or something. I'm not even sure what the flaws were with the MiG-15. If you guys know, let me know. But basically, the MiG-15 was an improvement of MiG-17 was an improvement of the MiG-15. And basically it's the exact same airplane. The only difference between this one and the MiG-15 is it's slightly larger. So you will notice that the fuselage does get a little bit larger than the MiG-15, but it's only bigger by I think 1 or 2. So it's not much bigger. Other than that, it's basically the exact same airplane. I still have not figured out how to put the cannons onto it yet, or any other kind of sort of detail except for these little fuel tank type stuff. These are not rockets, by the way, in case you guys think these are rockets. They're not. So anyways, this is not a layer by layer tutorial because I already know exactly how to build this one. This one's not very difficult at all. Now in the MiG-15 tutorial, I'm just going to mention this now so I don't forget it later. There was a UTI version of the MiG-15, which is basically a trainer version, which had 2 seats. I am not so sure if there was one for the MiG-17, so I'm not even going to mention if there is a UTI version in the tutorial when we get started. I'm just mentioning it now just so you guys can maybe let me know if there actually was, but I don't think so. And also the MiG-17, as successful as it was also replaced for the MiG-21, which I don't have at the moment, but I will be getting that plane soon. It should be the next MiG plane you see, otherwise it'll be the MiG-3. I don't know. But anyways, so if you guys are returning from the last tutorial, you guys already know what we need. If you're new, and this is your first video, we're going to be needing stone slabs, glass, obsidian. Now my inventory is all messed up, but this is kind of what we'll all be needing. It's not in the right order, but we're needing light gray wool, red wool, cobblestone stairs, black wool, buttons, and cobblestone wall. Now these are supposed to be the first 3 materials, but you know, everything's just messed up. So, but it's okay. It's all the materials that are on this airplane. So, anyways, we are going to go build this. Okay, so for the first layer, what you're going to do is you're just going to put 1 piece of black wool here. You're going to put your buttons on the 2 sides, and then you're going to come with your slabs. This is just placeholders. You're going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You're going to come up by 2. You're going to come up by 2. Then you're just going to have another piece of your black, and I actually think it's 6. So move this down by 1. So then you have your 2 and have your 2. Then you're just going to put 1 piece of black wool here, 1 piece of black wool here. Get rid of this. I'll fix that later. And then just place your buttons on the 2 sides. Not there. There we go. And this one's also built slightly more different than the MiG-15. Because you're actually going to place a cobblestone wall right on the front, because in the MiG-15 we did not have that, we just kind of put slabs over. And then you're going to have your cobblestone walls on those 2 back wheels, and that is it for the first layer. We'll get to the next layer. Okay, so for the next part, what you're going to do, you're going to have one right on the lower part right here. It's going to go up by 3, so you're going to have 1, 2, 3, and then right on the back you're just going to have 11, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So basically it is still low profile, but you can see on the real design that there is a piece of cobblestone wall that kind of attaches in. And if you really wanted to, what you also could do is delete one, so then when the wheel folds up, you can actually have it like in here. I'll show you that maybe after we're done the airplane, but that is just a little idea. So we're going on to the next part now. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're just going to double everything up. So all these, you're going to double all this up. You're going to add 2 more to the back. And then coming out the sides, you're just going to have stone slabs running all the way down to the front leaving the 2 at the back. I'll do the same thing on the other side, so just follow it all the way down and leave these 2 right on the back. And then we'll get to the next part. Okay, so now for the next part, what you're just going to do is you're going to double everything up, basically. So you're going to have a basic A4 block, and that's going to follow all the way down. The easiest way to do it is just put single slabs. And then you're going to add 2 more to the back, and then you're just going to double everything up. And do the same thing on the other side. Add your 2, oops, not there, but add your 2. And then just double everything up. And also what we can do now is if we just grab some obsidian, we could place 1 right here and 1 right at the back here. And then what you also could do, if you just go in the inventory, you can grab some blocks of iron. We don't need cobblestone wall anymore. Oops, I just threw the iron. Grab some iron, replace it for the cobblestone wall. You can have it going all the way down to the front. We will need to get rid of 3 because that's where that cockpit goes. But you can just do that for now. Let's get on to the next part. Okay, so for the next part, so we're kind of almost finished the fuselage. So what you're going to do is you're just going to actually put these slabs, not double slabs, just 1 slabs, all the way down until you leave 2 at the back. So you're just going to bring them all the way down. You're going to leave these 2 right at the back here, and then you're just going to drag these all the way up here. And then you're going to count in 2, so 1, 2, and then you're going to double the 3 up here. This is actually where your cockpit's going to go, and then you can just get rid of this iron and put in some black wool. And then all you're just going to do is you're just going to place in your stone slabs, just like that, and it's actually doubled. So you may want to double up these slabs, but leave this area open. And going all the way down, you're just going to double all these up, and you're going to come out by 1. And that's going to start making your tail, or your rudder. So that's how it should look like. We'll just do the cockpit, and then we'll do the wings, and then the tail, and then the little tail wings, and we'll be finished. Okay, so for the cockpit, what you're just going to do is you're going to put one piece of black wool right into here. You're going to put in a cobblestone stair here, and you will also be needing a lever. You're just going to put a lever here. Then if we actually grab a compass, I know my last tutorial did not show you how to do that. I'll show you how to do it in this one. So if we just grab an item frame and a compass, which should be in tools, not brewing. There it is. You don't need the iron anymore. I just replaced it. Why do I keep doing that? There we go. So you can put your item frame right here, and then just put your compass right here. This is supposed to kind of recreate the feeling of like the altitude meter and everything. And then what you're just going to do is you're just going to have a stone slab right here, and then you are going to have 3 pieces of your glass right on top, just like that. And now we'll get on to the wings. Okay, so for the wings, what you're going to do is you're going to come right on this second one right here. You're going to come right here on the lower part. This is going to go down by 8, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're going to double this up by 2, but you're going to leave 1, so you're kind of making some kind of step pattern. So the MiG-17 was a 10, so we went 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. This one is 12. So it's kind of just 1 more bigger. Well, 2 times bigger than the other one. So we have 2, 4, oops, 6, 8, 10, 12. So if you wanted to know how much sets of 2, it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you're going to have 6 sets of 2 basically. And then what you're just going to do now is very, very easy. You're just going to drag all these till it makes a step pattern. Just like that. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. So on the other side, you're just going to come right on the second one right here. You're going to go 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're going to double this up. Not like double it, put on top, but you guys get what I mean. I just did the other wing. And then you're just going to go, so that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, so let me just recount that. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then you guys get what to do to fill in the rest of the wing. I'm not going to bother doing it because it'll just take too long in the tutorial, and plus because you guys already saw it. So I'm going to go do that really quickly, and then we'll get to the wing details, then we'll get on to the tail. Okay, so this is what it should look like. Pretty cool. So what you guys are going to do now is you're just going to leave 2, actually you're going to leave 3, and right on this one you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to have leave 2, 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to leave another one, and there's just going to be 1, 2 right here. And actually this is moved one more back. So it's just right here, and same with this one. So I kind of messed that up. Sorry about that. So you're just going to have it just like that. And that's what it should look like. Let's do the other side without messing up. So you're just going to leave 2. Right on here you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to leave another 2. 1, 2, 3. And then you're going to leave another 2, 1, 2. And that's what it should look like. And then we'll just do the little underbit details for the fuel tanks and stuff. So you're going to count in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So on the 7th one, you're just going to have a piece of light gray wool here. You're going to bring this down until it's one like over. And then we need our cobblestone wall again. You can place your cobblestone wall right on the back of this. And then you're just going to place one piece of light gray wool here, a piece of red wool, put a button, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. So remember you're counting in 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So on the 7th one, you're going to do the exact same thing. You're going to have one out like that, and then you're just going to put one piece of cobblestone wool here. You're going to have a piece of light gray wool here, red wool, button. And that finishes the wings. Now all we need left to do is the tail and the little tail wings, and we'll be done. Okay guys, this is the tail for the MiG-17. As you can see, it is quite difficult. If you guys did my MiG-15, it's pretty much the exact same thing. But it still is quite tricky to do, and it's just a little bit bigger than the one on the MiG-15 because it's a slightly larger airplane. And then we're going to do these little tail wings, and then we'll be done. Okay, because this tail is really, really tricky, I'm going to be looking back and forth at it, so I do apologize if I just keep going to this one and coming back to this one, because the tail is really complicated and be very difficult to explain. So, anyways, what you want to do first is you want to add a slab right to the back of here. Then you're going to double this up until it reaches right here. Then you're going to put one more slab out here. It's basically going to keep doing this pattern, keep going into a step pattern, basically. So then what you're going to do is you're going to leave one back. You're going to go 1, 2, we'll basically just double all this up and actually have one slab right there and not have to delete that the first time. So it should go up by 6 in total, so on the bottom there should be about 6 of them. So right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4. And then there's just going to be, this is the 5th one. Right here. And you're going to leave one back. And then right here is the last one. So it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then all you're just going to do now is you're just going to build up until you have about 3 on the top. And one more. There we go. So that's what it should look like. Pause this if you need to. Okay, back wings. Okay, so for the back tail wings, I've already went ahead and placed the starter blocks. So what you're going to do is, I'll show you 2 ways how to count this. So basically you start from the top and you just go 2 blocks down. So you'll have 1, 2, and then you move one. So on this block right here, so where the slab is right now, you're going to have 1, 2, 3, and on the 4th one you're going to place your other slab. Another way you can do this, that's much easier, is if you come right here, you go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and on the 7th one, you're going to have your slabs coming out right here. So that's just kind of an easy way to do it. So it's just, you count up 7, or you just count up 2, or you can also do 1, 2, 3, and then on the 4th one, right on the top part, you're going to have your slab right there. So now, let's go do them. So the first thing you want to do is you want to have 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to have 2 sets of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 sets of 3. 1. Okay, wait. This is not right. Here, hang on. Oh yeah, yes it is. Never mind. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you actually have another set of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's just 1, 2. So forget I said 3. So it's actually 4. So you have 4 sets of 4. And then it's a 2 at the back. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2. And there is your back wings, and that finishes it. Okay guys, that wraps up this tutorial on the MiG-17. So I hope you guys did enjoy this tutorial. If you guys did, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe if you're new. And also, send me some build requests in the comments. Like, you'll just tell me them in the comments. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Later.